look how fucking like coached he is. Look at how in the club he is. I was actually just with him, no big deal or anything, bro. So
yeah, and this is why I said again, all of this is just a skit. It's all a grift. The same way how he grifted himself into boxing, he's now trying to grift himself into being a right-wing conservative. It's all a grift, but bro, the majority of these people don't believe a solitary shit that they say.
Jake Paul went on Theo Von's podcast, and as you all know, Jake Paul is a bit of a douchebag.
Of
First
course.
of all, he got his shit rocked recently in a boxing match. Was it Anthony Joshua?
Where he got his jaw broken in half by Anthony Joshua.
Broke his jaw, I believe it was, right? But he also was in some hot water because he lives in Puerto Rico, but he was like shitting on Puerto Rico. I don't remember the specifics, but you know that
a typical American, bro. A typical American, you know, visiting another country and then while being in that country, they shit on the country. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have your own opinions and thoughts on the country, but at least show it some respect.
Came out and then he basically like got bullied into backing off of that criticism. I think it had to do with Bad Bunny or something like that. I think it, and maybe the halftime.
And of course, like the latest grift for Jake Paul is trying to get into this alt-right MAGA pipeline, and which is why we have seen him being, you know, so buddy and close to Trump, to the point where Trump even called him up on stage, right? It's so, I don't want to say disheartening, because for me to say disheartening is for me to sit here and say that I, you know, once upon a time believed that Jake Paul or any one of these different creators who, you know, are white wouldn't have the capacity to do this type of thing. But I always knew that deep down they would, because Jake Paul and also his brother, bro, those are two big time grifters, right? We have a YouTuber turned boxer, right? And in his boxing career, the majority, I believe, this is my opinion, I believe that the majority of Jake Paul fights are completely rigged, right? So Jake Paul is the type of person that will grift his way into any type of industry as long as it will make him money. And this is what we're seeing now, where he's trying to grift his way into the alt-right MAGA pipeline, right? So
pulling from the memory here. But anyway, this guy's like sort of a known douchebag, right? But he's one of those douchebags that people love to hate, so that's why he's got like a big name for himself. So he goes on Theo Von's show, and here he's going to be low-key seething about Druski doing that Erika Kirk skit, the skit against, you know, conservative women in America and how they act.
And you know what's so funny? Whenever I was watching this on my own, whenever this clip came across me on, it was Instagram at the time. What's so funny is that Jake Paul, if you look at the way that he dresses and how he carried himself, you know, through his, you know, rising through YouTube, bro, he has literally beaten the style and the flow from Black Americans, right? And now and you see, this is why I keep telling people, I don't give a fuck who it is that is, you know, trying to embrace our culture. If they then turn around and then try to do some shit like this where they want to do blackface, does it fucking matter? Because there was a point in time where Jake Paul was, you know, walking around with 2 fucking watches on his fucking wrist, right? He has bust down fucking diamond chains. It's just, he hangs around a lot of black people as well too, right? So for all the people out there that will say, oh, you know, my friends are black, well, you know, just show them Jake Paul is a perfect example of why none of that shit matters.
And then take note here of what he floats, what he wants to do, because this surely is something. Here we go.
I want to ask you something, because I've been, over the last couple of days, calling and
of course with the American flag in the back, bro, you can't, oh my god, you can't make this shit up.
Artists, and I was gonna do a response to this and like go and do like the full on darker, yeah, and do it and just do it back.
This is Jake Paul saying, I'm gonna do blackface because Druski did whiteface. You know what's so incredible to me? It's incredible to me that this man is, I don't even know how old he is. How old is Jake Paul? He's certainly a grown-ass man. There's no doubt about that, right? And seemingly he's never heard the argument as to why it would not be acceptable, right? Like, I'm sorry.
Oh no, he knows about it. Listen, these people aren't dumb, right? Or at least in the case where they can't understand the context clues of this entire situation. These people aren't dumb. They know exactly why doing blackface isn't acceptable. Right? And if it is the case where they just don't know, then bro, you shouldn't be fucking doing it, period. Because if you don't understand the history of something, especially when you've seen that it gets a lot of bad connotation around it, why are you up here trying to do it? So he 100% understands doing blackface is a complete no-no, right? Because whiteface really and truly doesn't even fucking exist. Because the entire case of blackface is that it is rooted in racism, right? Where it portrays one group of people of being less than the other group, right? It basically demonizes and, shows the other group of people in a way where they're not humans, where they're animals or whatever the case is, right? So these people, they understand that perfectly well, but they want to do it because, again, listen, bro, if you're a white man right now, the biggest bag and the fastest bag that you can make is by going down that alt-right MAGA pipeline. You go down that pipeline and you'll be rich by fucking the next month or the next week. I promise you. Right? Look at, for example, that Chud dude that blew up overnight because he was out in black people's neighborhoods disturbing their peace, right? These black people were minding their own business and he was basically in their own neighborhoods trying to get a reaction out of them, calling them the N-word, right? So it is the biggest bag right now that Trump is in office and the racists have, the voice that they have now to be the loudest and to speak up about certain things. So this is the biggest, time right now to make a bag off of being racist in America.
As much as you want to try to make blackface and whiteface the same thing, it's just not.
Exactly.
There is no long storied history of whiteface being used to dehumanize white people.
I just said that.
The whole point about blackface is tied to fucking minstrel shows, is tied to actual entertainment events done in the racist South during Jim Crow and segregation and even back to the fucking slavery days, where the whole point was, let's mock black people and treat them like these subhumans they are, with no rights and no freedom and no liberty.
But he knows that, bro. They all understand that.
Historical track record of that's how blackface is used. There is no context where it's not that. It's always going to be tied to that fucking history, right? Whereas that's just not there for whiteface.
And by the way, again, to the point that he made where he said that blackface was mocking black people, can someone pinpoint where exactly did Druski mock white people in his skit with Erika? He didn't mock. There was no mockery, right? He was mocking Erika, not white people as a group. But again, anything to jump on the MAGA alt-right pipeline, these people are going to do it, right? And when I mean these people, I'm talking about the racist white people. They're going to do it. And Jake Paul has been trying, bro, this motherfucker has been trying relentlessly to jump on this pipeline.
Fucking Dave Chappelle doing whiteface in the early 2000s for his show is somehow besmirching the entire white community or tied to a history of white people being slaves and owned by black people. It's just, there is no mirror image. It's not the same thing. It's just not. But this guy's so fucking stupid, he keeps insisting it's got to be the same. And so therefore, I'm going to do blackface. And then presumably when he does it and people get mad at him, he's going to go, aha! So therefore, it was wrong for Druski to do whiteface with Erika Kirk. It's no, dude, this is not the gotcha you think it is. This is low IQ right-wing slop drivel that you never fucking thought through. You think you're a fucking genius, but you're a dumbass and everybody can see it.
And just do it.
And and again, I'm going to let the video play on, but another thing that I also found interesting when I was scrolling through social media is the amount of support that Jake Paul has been getting. Now, Jake Paul and just the Paul brothers in general, right, are known to be the most hated brothers online, right? No one truly supports them, right? And it's so interesting that whenever someone jumps on the alt-right MAGA pipeline, if they were hated before, now they're loved and they're embraced. And that was what I was seeing. I literally saw multiple posts online talking about, if J. Paul does this skit, he gained like a new fan. And like the post, I want to see if I can find it and then put it up. And the post had like 10,000 likes on it, bro, like some ridiculous number. So it's just so interesting how these people, they're trying to find their white knight, they're trying to find their savior, right? To push on this entire, movement that they have going on, all right? Because we're in a point in time in America where the racists finally have their grip on America and they don't want to give that shit up, bro. They don't want to give it up because if they give it up, now they're going to have to go back to, suppressing their racism, not being out forward with it, and they don't want to go back to a time like that. So anything to get more people onto the bandwagon, it is going to gain support. And which is why I say, if you're a white man in America right now, the biggest and the fastest bag that you can get is by you going down this pipeline.
Back, because why not?
Why not, bro? Why not? Why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't I fucking tap into that long storied history of like overt racism?
Like, are we on the same playing field? Like, I think if there's a way to do it,
he talks about like a fucking fifth grader.
Oh, singing in well, even this sentence. But if there's a way to do it, I've been here many times. If there's a way to do it, I think there needs to be.
You could tell Theo's kind of uncomfortable. He's not quite sure how to navigate this.
Be some black support for.
Yo, I'm gonna pause it right there. Stick up into what he said. He says there needs to be some black support for it. And you see, this is why me and these raccoons, we can never, bro. I hate black people that bootlick, bro. If it's one thing that I can't stand, is a bootlicking nigga, right? And what he said right here when he says that there needs to be black support, this is where the bootlicking niggas come into play. Right? Because they are the ones that are going to try to normalize this, right? And, basically let white people feel accepted, right? Or allowed to do this type of behavior.
The character, I think. Like I'm saying, like say if Druski or I'm trying to think of somebody else. Charles Barkley. If you got one of those guys to be like, hey, Theo, I want you to do this skit with me. Let's do this. But still, that's pussying out. You think it is? Yeah. To me, there's a level of like, doesn't that make us more like prejudice? Like more prejudice?
Not exactly a meeting of the minds here.
Makes us, if we have to partner with someone. Druski just dropped this. And he's done it a couple of times, exactly. Actually. I fucking love it.
See, this is the low-key seething thing, is like he pretends that like, I actually love it, bro. I'm not offended by it. I'm not against it.
If he loved it and he was okay with it, he wouldn't be sitting here right now talking about it.
I actually think it's real.
And to be honest, me personally, I don't think Jake Paul gives a solitary fuck. I don't think, bro, he again is trying to go down that pipeline, and this J. Paul is a very rich and very successful man, bro. Like he doesn't, you think he gives a fuck about the common issues of the common white man? Bro, he doesn't care.
Funny. I think it's brilliant actually what he's doing, and that's why I'm gonna do blackface. You can tell low key he actually hates it, and so like he was, well, I'm gonna do blackface to get back at him for doing this. His actual thoughts on it are that he doesn't like it because he's a right wing asshole. This guy's a fucking right wing douchebag. He was just at a Donald Trump fucking rally the other day. Imagine
I spoke about this
on the Trump train now of all times. Now, the illegal war against Iran, blowing up little girls' elementary schools, blowing up hospitals, blowing up bridges, committing all sorts of war crimes.
When they were the ones that literally said that we weren't going to war anymore. Remember that? MAGA, do you remember? When Trump said that, he's going to stop the wars and... Bro, it's just so, oh my God, bro. It's so funny.
Netanyahu's bitch, being all over the fucking Epstein files.
Right.
Shoving people in ICE concentration camps. And this is the moment you picked Jake Paul to out yourself as a right-wing douchebag? Jesus Christ. Him and Nicki Minaj have the worst timing on earth.
This is how humans should be. I agree. We should fucking make fun of each other.
And that's why I'm going to do blackface. Same thing, right? Isn't it the same thing? I mean, I'm saying it's the same thing if you really think about it, right?
I don't see in color. I see in truth and comedy.
Nigga, what? Bro, what?
Come on, man. There's like
he doesn't see in color.
Every right wing.
Yeah, that's their talking point. Oh, we don't see in color. Oh, I have a black friend. Oh, like my boyfriend or my girlfriend's black.
Low-key, super racist dude. I don't even see color, bro.
So like, what are we talking about?
So you're saying that
What era are we living in?
dude, Justin Trudeau did, and he's freaking dating Katy Perry. You see that, Justin Trudeau, the mayor of freaking Canada?
I was just with him. I was just with them.
No, you were not.
Yeah, at the JP Morgan summit.
I really don't like this Jake Paul guy. He's such a star fucker. Isn't the whole thing about new media people is that we're more raw, we're more real, we're more authentic? And here he is. Look how fucking like coached he is. Look at how in the club he is. I was actually just with him. No big deal or anything, bro. So
Yeah, and this is why I said, again, all of this is just a skit. It's all a grift. The same way how he grifted himself into boxing, he's now trying to grift himself into being a right-wing conservative. It's all a grift, but bro, the majority of these people don't believe a solitary shit that they say.
you were doing a Donald Trump event. You were hanging out with fucking Justin Trudeau. Like, it fucking name-dropping star fucker. This is so unbecoming of what like new media celebrities are supposed to be.
No, you were not.
Yeah,
The only conservative that I take somewhat seriously is Nick Fuentes. Everybody else, I can see right through them. I can see right through them. The only conservative that I take somewhat seriously is Nick.
JP Morgan summit.
He was B-facing.
That's it, the JP Morgan summit. Oh yeah, that bastion of populism. That bastion of the people, the JP Morgan summit. That's right.
There in the middle. Look at the one in the hat. in the middle
He got
lower.
caught for this before?
Yeah, look how dark he went. I mean, he went.
But to be fair, that picture's in black and white, so we can't tell how dark he went.
This man has the IQ of a mosquito.
That's fair. That's kind of fair. What about Jimmy Kimmel when he was blacking around over there? Bring that up, huh? Hey, 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 look at him just blacking. I mean, look at that, even the cross eyes.
That's Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah.
That's not Shaq.
That ain't fucking Shaq, dude.
I don't even know what to say, dog. I don't even know what to say. But Druski fucking, I mean, it's so funny because when I first saw this kid, I thought it was funny. I really liked it. But at first I saw my fellow left-wingers' criticisms of it. And if anything, they were like, Druski, it was a little soft, bro. It was a little bit soft. You could have been a little edgier with it. You know, you could have thrown in, you know, maybe where she was holding the hand of fucking Charlie in the casket and like making a fucking social media.
Oh, no. Let me tell you something. The reason why Druski probably didn't go to that length is because he knew that if he went to that length, bro, that would have been fucking overkill. That would have been overkill, bro.
A spectacle of it. Like, there was certain things he could have did to jab him a little harder than he did. So the first criticisms I saw were lefties going, all right, it's good, but like you sort of went a little soft on the right wingers. Man, Druski apparently calibrated just right because the right wingers still acted like he did some fucking insane sin here just by mocking conservative women in America and mocking Erika Kirk. Like, let's be serious.
Oh yeah. And by the way, they were also saying stuff like, oh, like he's mocking the wife of a man that got publicly executed, right? But in the same breath, these are the same people that would mock George and still are mocking George Floyd.
There's not a single honest person in the country left who doesn't think Erika Kirk is acting weird and shady as fuck since Charlie got killed. Like, you don't need to be.
They're trying to save face, man.
To look at how she's been acting and go, huh?
Because, bro, for the past couple months, the right wingers have been exposed on just their entire stance and belief on, you know, everything. Right, so now they're trying to save face with the entire Erika Kirk thing. So that's why they're out here trying, you know, to give Druski, you know, some pushback on it.
That seems not right. You know what I'm saying? And so I think Druski actually calibrated just right, but he got the right is so fucking furious with him. And how dare you? And it's fucking racist to do whiteface, and you're mocking somebody who lost her husband, and she should be off the table, and she should be this, and she should be that. And it's like, for the love of God, please shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, you guys don't make convincing arguments, and like everybody knows, she's acted like a weirdo. Okay. Why was she running her hands through JD Vance's hair?
Bro, fuck rubbing her hands through another man here. Why was she standing on her husband's casket? What, bro? That is complete disrespect, bro. Even when I'm walking through a cemetery, right, and some cemeteries they're not properly kept, so you will sometimes walk on a grave on accident. And even when I do that, bro, I apologize. I'm all like, oh shit, like I'm sorry, like. There are just certain things that are forbidden that you just don't fucking do. And standing on her husband's casket was the ultimate disrespect, bro.
After Charlie Kirk was killed, why did he have his hands on her hips? Why was she wearing fucking tight ass leather pants right after he died? Like she was going to a club or some shit. Okay. Why did she publicly say that JD Vance reminds her of Charlie? Why did JD publicly say he wants his wife to convert to Christianity, throwing her under the bus? Why was Erika Kirk's head on Jesse Waters' chest? And there's picture of that shit too, by the way. Why did she fundraise off of Charlie's murder a ridiculous amount of money? Why did she post that creepy ass video holding his hand when he's in the casket?
Why is she trying to stop people getting to the bottom of her husband's murder to try to solve the case? Because it seems like anytime when someone makes a point about her husband's murder or is trying to dig deeper to help her solve the case, she's all like, stop trying to dig into our business, stop. You know, bro, it's...
Trying to get social media clout off of his murder. You think Crystal would have done that with me if I got murked? Not a fucking chance. Not a chance. Why were there pyrotechnics at the funeral before she spoke like it was some sort of WWE-ass event? Why did she immediately come out and say, I'll take over Charlie's position at TPUSA? Right? Like the body wasn't even fucking cold yet. And she was out there like, I'll be the head of TPUSA. I'll do that. Why are there videos of her crying when it's 100% proven there were no actual tears? Why was she hopping in front of every single fucking camera known to man? You cannot put yourself front and center, Erika, and then get mad when people criticize you.
Yep.
If you're saying, I'm going to go front and center, you are inviting the criticism.
And it's so funny because there is a Twitter post that she made on X where she was essentially asking Elon Musk to take down the skit of Druski, right? And it's, again, these are the people, right? Their entire thing is about free speech and not, impeding someone's right to, say what they want to say, etc., right? But here she was on X trying to basically beg Elon Musk to, hey, take down this video because it has over 100 million views now. And then Elon Musk basically came out saying that, no, I'm not taking on anything because this platform is for free speech. And the reason why it has 100 million views is because, that many people are interested in watching that video. Right? So again, these are the same right-wingers who don't stand on what they believe in. They say that they want free speech, right? But when they get it, now they bitch and they complain about it. This is why I can't take these people seriously.
Okay, so everybody was saying the same shit. It wasn't just left-wingers, and now we're, recycling that fake outrage, this time against Druski, but now there's the added element of like, how dare you do whiteface?
Because you're trying to save face, bro.
Completely and utterly unacceptable. Trying to say that whiteface is as bad as blackface is just, it's just comical. It's like trying to say that the word cracker is as offensive as the N-word. It's like...
Yeah.
Nobody actually believes that. Nobody actually believes if you...
I know, bro. Like, me personally, I've never heard anyone use, that word before in reference to white people, bro. And it just sounds corny. Like, walking around saying that it's corny, bro. Like, if you're a black person saying that shit, bro, that shit is corny.
Call a white guy hunky, that's as bad as the N-word. But then there's Jake Paul. And like I said, the IQ of a mosquito. All right, guys, that's the show, y'all. I love y'all very much, man. Everybody knows the drill. Do me a big favor.
But yeah, man, it's not surprising. It's not surprising at all. Seeing Jake Paul on his next grift. The Paul brothers, they will do anything for money. They will literally, his brother filmed a dead body, right, when he was in, I believe it was Japan. So... would you really put it past them? I wouldn't, right? And now, bro, as I've said before, we've literally seen where people have gained hundreds of thousands of dollars from donations of them being racist. So this is the best time, the best moment in time right now for anyone to be racist to collect a fat bag, right? It's literally a cheat code and it's a glitch in the system. Right, and this is why we're seeing Jake Paul grifting, right, to be this MAGA right wing. Like, it's But anyways, man, so let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. If you like the video, give it a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out.